Are you considering a DIY project of some sort? Maybe it's in the house, maybe it's outside, maybe it's a home improvement project, maybe it's just to paint the walls or make something a little bit nicer around the property, and yet you're putting it off. Yeah, or maybe you're nervous about it and not even sure you want to tackle it. Well, I'm going to tell you today why I think it's the golden age of DIY. I've got 6 reasons. I think 6 reasons. Let's get started. I've been forced to think about this today a little bit more because, yeah, I wasn't going to do a particular DIY project. The garage doors that I've got sitting here, I was going to have them installed by a contractor. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, and their price seemed quite high, and so I decided I would just tackle it myself. And I realized that there's several reasons why I'm willing to tackle a project like that maybe I wouldn't have just a few years ago. Let's start out with the first reason, which is one of information. Actually, there's going to be 2 associated with information. But the first one is just the amount of information there is available on YouTube. Of course, you guys are watching this. You wouldn't be watching if you didn't recognize just how much value there is on YouTube as far as information available on installing and doing your own DIY projects. In this case, I found a video from a YouTuber named Simply Tinker, which is just fabulous, describing in detail how to do the installation of one of these Menards Ideal doors. Well, mine's a Clopay door, but we'll get to that in the next episode. But this information is so helpful because it's real. It's much easier to understand what someone's saying with motion color video than it is black and white, crinkled up pages of a manual that's just stuffed in the box, right? That is just a huge benefit right there, being able to see someone do it. And the secondary part is when they have a struggle, they share that. That's just what we do as YouTubers, right? When we're struggling with something, it doesn't work out quite the way we think it ought to, and then we figure out the trick, we share that in our video. And that really makes it much easier to accomplish the goal and provides a lot of confidence along the way to know that, well, if I encounter something, I probably can find someone else that's had that problem and they'll help me out. The second reason I think it's the golden age of DIY is still information related, but it's AI. Yeah, that's more recent than YouTube and it's much overhyped, I get that. But I have found AI to be quite helpful. One example that I have shown you guys is on this Hotsy House shelf. I was able to have AI provide specifications as to what I needed to make sure it was strong enough, right? And it essentially did the engineering for me. I kind of told it how I wanted the shelf laid out, but it told me what size beams I needed and particular fasteners and just a bunch more detail like that so that I would get it strong enough. And then I still chose to overbuild it, right? So I built it stronger than what AI said I needed to. But you can look right up there now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on this shelf already. And you don't see any bending or flex or in that shelf at all. So some of you may have that elderly neighbor who knows everything. We had Neighbor Bob back in Carmel, and it was awesome to have Neighbor Bob. But I find that AI can be my knowledgeable little buddy, I guess, alongside for just small things. For example, on the Grid Boss, on the EG4, they come with either a main breaker or not, depending on the situation. I realized mine came without the main breaker, and I went, oh, do I need the main breaker? Well, I was able to ask AI. I was able to look through the manuals and be fairly confident, but by asking AI, they took a broader view and they explained exactly the situations where I would need that main breaker and where I didn't. For a little more specificity there, I don't need the main breaker because it's not the primary disconnect. The primary disconnect is outside. I'm not using the Grid Boss as a primary disconnect. So it provided that comfort for me, right? So in that sense, it's just a knowledgeable helper, not always perfect, But AI has been a comfort for me in a lot of our DIY projects. I'll go in the evening and I'll just ask it some of the questions that have been bothering me throughout the day of how should I do this? How should I do that? I would encourage you to try it. It's very helpful. Another area where AI helped me was exactly how to do this firewall between the shop and the office. And I got a lot of helpful advice on what I need to do as far as taping and caulking with fire caulk and just details of how I had to work through that. Now, my building inspector has been helpful too. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But AI has just been able to be there when I don't feel like I need to bother someone else. I just have a relatively simple question, or even if it's not so simple, I want a knowledgeable answer. Reason number 3 why I think it's the golden age of DIY. I like saying that. The golden age of DIY. The high labor rates. I've just found it to be quite expensive for a contractor to do most anything these days. And I'm not really trying to blame the contractors. They have to make a living. It's very expensive to run a business nowadays. The regulations are just overdone. The healthcare regulations, the OSHA regulations, everything is so overdone these days that it's very, very expensive to run a business. And I recognize that. But the reason I mention it in this video is because it's a big opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to be able to save a lot of money by doing something myself. And in the garage door case, which we'll talk about in the next video, that was the driving factor. These big savings then allow us a lot of leeway as far as making mistakes. Perhaps we have to buy material twice, or we have to do some work twice. We get a lot of leeway for mistakes because we've saved so much money by doing it ourselves. An example of that I saw on YouTube the other day. A guy was installing tile for his backsplash, and he was having a significant amount of trouble cutting that tile. I don't blame him. That is not something I look forward to doing. But he was failing repeatedly cutting this expensive tile, right? And he eventually just had to go to the store and buy more tile. He eventually got one cut the way he needed it for an outlet hole. But because he had saved so much money over a contractor, even with the mistakes that he was making and the struggles he was having, it was still worth his time. Hey, has your back been hurting you while you're riding your 1025R? I do have a good DIY project for that. Check out trackseats.com and you'll find one of these incredible suspension seats. Wonderful addition to your 1025R. Not that difficult to put on. We've shown the installation in a video, link in the description below. You can use coupon code TTWT for 5% off. No, it's not cheap, but if your back's hurting, it's worth it. And I have found it to be incredible. There is one limitation to the mount that's included online, and that is it doesn't work with a backhoe. It does not tip forward, so you can't use it with a backhoe. But wow, what a beautiful addition. Trackseats.com, use code TTWT. Okay, reason number 4 why I think it's the golden age of DIY. This one, I don't know, may make you madder than it should, but these low-priced Chinese specialty tools are really helpful for DIY projects. The example I'm going to show you here, I actually used it in a recent video, is a hole punch for electrical boxes where you can just use these little hole punches and knock that out. It really makes life easier to have the right tool for the job. I'm not trying to sell the hole punch. I have no love lost for what's going on in the world on that situation now. But on the other hand, as a DIY type person, you might as well be taking advantage of this. Get the right tool because you can get them fairly inexpensively, and use that tool to make your DIY day much, much easier. The American tool in this case would have probably been $800 to $1,000. This one was, I think, $128. So it really can make the project easier, and it's within the range of affordability. Back to that prior reason of those high labor rates, you'll typically have a few extra dollars that you can dedicate to tools. So low price tools are making it much easier to do DIY projects than just a few years ago. Reason number 5 is parts availability. Now for me, we live close to Menards, and Menards has incredibly cost-effective hardware and parts. Compared to Home Depot or Lowe's, it's not sponsored by Menards. I wish it was. I tried one time, but no, there's no chance of that. Probably because their margins are lower than everybody else to start with. But Menards are very inexpensive and they have a lot of stuff. And so we find that to be a very big help when it comes to doing DIY projects for the home and around the house, that type of thing. Sure, maybe the quality is not quite as good as some of the higher end stuff, but hey, we find it to be excellent for what our needs are most of the time. But your local big box won't have everything. And the bigger issue or the bigger benefit is all the online availability that we have. We can buy some very unique parts and hardware online and have it delivered to our door. We don't have to shop around for it. I remember as a kid, we had some great stores that you could go buy a lot of specific stuff from, you know, when I lived on the farm. But they would be 60, 70 miles away sometimes, and we'd have big long drives, and then we'd get over there. Well, they don't have exactly the size you want. Maybe if you get this adapter, you can make it work, et cetera, et cetera. With the online shopping that we have, you can buy it, it'll be here in a few days, and it'll be exactly some unique part that you need that probably nobody else in your whole town is gonna need or use for whatever reason, right? So you can do a lot of unique things because of the availability of these online parts. And some of that has changed pretty quickly, right? Because if you just remember a few short years ago during the COVID era, it was hard to get anything. And it's nice to see that parts availability and tool availability is back, and that we have that option available to us. And quite frankly, a lot of parts aren't crazy expensive, you know, compared to, well, labor rates. Reason number 6 may or may not apply to you as much as it does to us, but I'm going to list it anyway. Regulations still allow DIY. That's right. At least around here, we can do DIY type work without having to have a license for every little thing that we tackle. The county, the regulating jurisdiction here, is pretty supportive, actually. They don't require onerous licensing. I think in one situation so far, I've had to have a license that was working on the septic system. I didn't actually get my own license. Instead, I had my friend Ryan Hankins help me with the septic. I'm very thankful for that. But even so, he had just got his septic license at the time, and he explained how it wasn't that difficult, that the county was actually very helpful in his application process. He had to take a test, and they told me that I could take the test. It wasn't that many questions, and they would actually help me through answering those questions. Now, I don't know that they would stand over me while I'm doing the multiple choice or whatever, but they would provide me the information necessary to be able to do the testing. And that's the only testing that there was required for anything. So for example, all the electrical work that we've done, any plumbing work, we don't have to have a license to do that on our own property here. I don't even know that you have to have a license to do it on somebody else's property. We do have an inspection process, and I've found so far that my inspector, I'm going to call him my inspector, our county inspector, he's actually on my side as the property owner. I think that's kind of a weird way of saying it, right? He's on my side. That doesn't mean that I can get away with anything. And actually, sometimes someone being on your side is guarding you against your own ignorance, and that's probably what goes on here. He points out things that I need to do to be in compliance, but he is not mean about it, and he's not trying to be over onerous. He's trying to help me get the job done, help me get the job done right, so that I won't burn my house down or otherwise cause issues that wouldn't be pleasant. Now, I think some areas are not this flexible. I get it that sometimes there's politics involved, and some inspectors, some jurisdictions seem to have a bias in favor of having professionals do the work, and I get that. But at least here, it's not got so onerous that we can't do the jobs ourselves. There's a lot of double negatives there, but we can still do it, and don't worry about the inspectors, at least around here. Treat them as another expert to help you get the job done right, properly, and in a way that you're, not going to burn your house down. Now, we've had a separate episode on my reasons why I like to DIY, reasons why I actually tackle the projects. I would encourage you to go check that one out. It was interesting when Katrina was here over the holidays to see that she's got some of that. Maybe not on the same topics. I don't think she's going to be an electrician after getting the shock on top of the wall that day. But she is enjoying some of the DIY projects that she tackles for herself. They may not be home improvement. They're more maybe crafty or just some other things that she tackles on her own. And I would encourage you, whatever it is, get off your phone and build something, right? It may not be just to save you money, but it's going to create that personal rewarding feeling that just makes you have internal value. It truly is amazing how good you feel about yourself when you successfully achieve a project. I hope you come back for our next episode when we're tackling installing these garage doors. One of them, which is very large, well, larger than anything I've installed, and has huge springs. I'm a little nervous, but that's kind of the tradition on DIY, right? We're always a little nervous before we start. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
A person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment?